Oh, what's up, guys? It's Luke with Norton's Wildlife, and I have too many fishing poles laying around. So we're gonna do a DIY fishing pole holder, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I found some at Bass Pro yesterday, and I was looking at them, and they were like 25 bucks, and I think they only held like 6 poles. It's like, man, I got enough scrap wood laying around. I can do that myself. So you can see up here, I got plenty up at the top. I don't really like that because it flexes there in the middle because it's too far apart. We got 4 more yesterday, and I have 2 more over here, and I need to get them all up off the ground somehow so they're not flailing around and out of the rafters of the shop. So what I got set up here, I have some scrap wood that I have laying around. I have another piece out there I'm going to go get. And I've already kind of got it marked. I think all I need is about 4 inches. I've done them 2 inches from the edge, and then every 4 inches, and it come out perfect. And I have so far got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can hold 12 fishing poles on this one, and then I'll have to make another one to hold the 5 more. I think I got 17 in total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. I guess I got 15 in total, but I have 3 kids rods. So that being the case, maybe I can fit all of them right here. But I got to get my stuff going, get a little bit more stuff together, and then I'll kind of show you what I'm doing here. And we'll get to drilling some holes in this, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do for the base. But I think it's going to work out pretty good. Okay, so here's what I'm doing. I have these marked, like I said, 2 inches from each end, and then 4 inches apart. So I'm going to make my cross marks here. My table's not flat, so it's just, it is what it is. What are you doing, Scout?
Side by side.
You want to ride your little side by side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Scout. But it's gonna hit the camera.
Alright, so I just used my speed square. I don't know if you can see them or not, to make my lines across, and then I'm going to find center, which is 3 inches, so 1.5 inches. I'm going to find center and go all the way down. Alright, not bad for a shade tree carpenter. I just have my paddle bit and go right in the center of these where it crosses and just punch holes in it. that. What? 11 more times. But I think I don't like this paddle bit. I'm going to try something else. Alright, I got my hole saw put on my drill. I'm going to try it, see if it works out any better than the paddle bit. Well, it worked out good till it didn't. I got wood stuck in there and I had to take it apart. Starting to think a different paddle boat would be the way to go. Don't mind the chickens. Get a good sharp paddle, but it works out better. That's got all my holes drilled. Pretty sure all my fishing poles will fit through that just fine. This will be for the top. Go get my other piece of wood. I think it's about the same length. And I can use this for a template to mark where I want the holes at. And I'll show you what I'm going to do to hold the bottom of them. Alright, so it's just a little bit longer. It's 54 and a half. This is like 48 and a quarter. So I centered it up. Got 3 inches overhang over here, 3 inches overhang over there. Now I'm going to mark these holes through this board for a template, and then we'll get to making the bottom piece of this pole holder right quick. I'm going to go ahead and mark center on these just like I did the other one. Now all I'm doing this time for the bottom is I'm not going all the way through, I'm just going down a little bit, just enough for the bottom of the pole to stay still. So just about like that. Probably go a little bit more because that's not very deep. There we go, about 1/4 of an inch deep. On to the next one. We got all. We got 12 spots for fishing poles to go. Hope it's big enough around. It should be. If not, it'll at least work a little bit. But I just got to figure out where we're going to mount them in here in the shop, and get back with you when we do that. Alright, before I get this all mounted up, this is all I did. Took some scrap wood that I have, and I cut little chunks out, and then I just mounted them to the wall, 1, 2, and 3. Made them level with my 3-foot level, and then the bottom plate is going to go right here. There's 12, so the center one goes between the 6 right here, and then all I'm going to do is take short screws and go in from the top and mount them to my little, I guess you'd call them stud pieces that I put in the wall. And just some little quick, easy mounts. Nothing too serious, nothing too complicated. Just stuff I have laying around the house. No heavier than fishing poles are. It's going to be plenty sturdy, especially for what I'm doing with it. gonna get me 3 more deals cut. Dang chickens. For the top, where the fishing poles go through those holes, and try to get it lined up and mounted, and that'll be it. Alright, I went ahead and put the first one here, get the level out, and I'll show you what I did with the bottom ones. So I'll just make sure this first one's level. I have to turn it just a little bit. It will. Too much. Right there's about as level as I'm going to get it. I'll get my other one, get a screw put in it. Pre-drilled holes so don't split. A screw in it. And then I'm just kind of gonna, got my screw down here that you can't see where I screwed that bottom plate in. I'm not trying to be real specific. I just want it level. I'm gonna line it up the best I can. That's pretty level right there. Take my screw gun. Got that one mounted to the wall there, and then I'll get my third one to do the same thing. Then I gotta find me one more short screw and I'll get that one put up. Alright, so basically what I'm gonna do is the bottom one, like I said, I centered it up between 6. So I'm just gonna center this center one up on it and call it good. I guess I can stick a fishing pole in there and make sure it's lined up real good. And my holes aren't big enough. But I also think I'm going to have to move it up a little bit. So, I'm going to make my holes bigger, move this up about another foot, and I'll catch you when I get back on that. Alright, so after some thinking, I don't have to make the holes bigger because they went higher and the eyes stay smaller. So I'm not poking the bigger eyes on the rods up through there. So I kind of lucked out. So we're going to go ahead and get it mounted up here. Got it about as straight as I can. Go ahead and do this end first instead of the middle because I got to line the holes up on the edge. There's that, one more and it'll be ready to go.
Had a wreck with his go-kart. He almost tipped his go-kart over.
There we go, and I'm going to have to pull my deer hide down and find a new place for it, but that's neither here nor there. Two-piece pole. See if can get this to go up in there. It's my longest one other than my surf rod. There we go. I think you'll be able to see pretty much the whole thing right there.
Rios.
Then I'm gonna have to take these off. Take these down up here, get them stuck in there, but yeah, let me get those down, then we'll put the rest of them up. Alright, I got all the poles down except for my 10-foot surf rod up there. It's probably just gonna stay because that's a good place for it. It's long enough that it doesn't bow down a whole lot. Get these other ones put up there and it'll be pretty much finished. So this fishing pole in particular, it's a Zebco 33 on an older rod. What's nice about it, even though it's not round, I can get my camera to work right, even though it's not round, it'll still set in that just fine and be pretty stable. So that's why I just did circles instead of trying to make it match the end of the rod. Because even at that, they may not go back in the same spot every time. So, and this is Castlin's new spinning reel that she got. She wanted one to match Dad. End up having to do that on a couple. If anybody wants a chicken, I'll give it away. I'll ship it to you. She never shuts up, I swear. There we go. DIY fishing pole holder. Worked out just perfect for me anyways. Alright, so I ended up using my oscillating tool to cut the hole out bigger for this fishing rod. So it's the only one that's not a perfect circle like the others. Wallered this one, and this one out. And I took my oscillator and cut this out so this eye could fit through there. That's what I ended up doing to make it work. And we got all of them set up there. That's pretty much all I got. Maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't, maybe I helped you out. That way you don't gotta go spend 25 or 30 bucks at Bass Pro or even 15 or 20 on Amazon and then wait for it to get here. That's just stuff I had laying around the shop. Been wanting to do that for a while to get them from hanging in the rafters, and that's it. Like, subscribe, comment, tell me if you liked it or not. I'll catch you next time.